This is the book of Revelations, chapter 11, and verse 14. It says, the second woe is past, and behold, the third woe cometh quickly. And Shalom. First and foremost, giving all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh B'Shem Yahushua B'Shem Kakadash, and double honors to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone who rule well. Peace, love, and salutations to the hopeful elect. This is your brother Dawada from the Men of Valor campaign, Greenville, South Carolina, coming back with another video in sincerity and in truth, and Lord willing, it can be edifying. All right, this isn't meant to be a long lesson. All right, but we're going to move through the spirit. All right, I was watching this video right here. This guy, he goes into a lot of information and articles dealing with, wars, and right now, all right, what's been in the news a lot lately is dealing with Russia and Ukraine and NATO and United States. All right, and that's just on one front. There's, the Lord is brewing things up, all right, on multiple fronts. And basically, I wanted to title this video, man, just watch how the Lord of hosts, all right, the Lord of armies, the Lord of Sabaoth, all right, because the scriptures say, which actually, let me start with that. Let's start with that real quick. Just watch how the Lord, all right, begins to bring these, troops into the valley of Yahweh Shaphat, how he's brewing World War III. Let's get this real quick. Exodus chapter 15 and verse 3. The Lord Yahweh, all right, because his name is Yahweh, right? Says is a man of war. Yahweh is his name, right? So the Lord he's a man of war, man. He's a power of war. These Christians have a misconception as to who the Most High is and who his son is. All right. These powers, all right, are the only true powers. And they bring about great destruction, man. Like the scripture say in Amos, shall there be evil in the city and the Lord have not done it? The Lord creates the light. He forms the light and creates darkness. He makes peace and creates evil. So the Lord is a power of balance. All right, he has control of everything. And right now, all right, because it is biblical prophecy, end time biblical prophecy, that third war, all right, that third woe, so to speak, which is the third world's war, is going to be, it's coming quickly. And the Lord he's been doing a lot, working through the minds of these different kings of the earth, all right, to bring this about. And once again, going back to this video, I have some, I'm going to let it play for a little bit. But basically, you have some important dates coming up. All right, Biden and Putin, they just had a meeting. All right, and Russia is set to have another meeting, like a more formal meeting with them on January 10th. And, they're trying to get some written agreements and whatnot. And the Lord can make it go completely left, man. All right, we're in the time. Now, we understand that, World War III won't fully break out until that MOTB is implemented throughout the world. All right, but see, that's being, pretty much brought out and brought together, all right, as we speak. All right, it's a lot going on right now concerning prophecy. The Lord is bringing, all right, all these things to pass. And we see that it's going to climax very soon. All right, the Lord is making haste when it comes to fulfilling these prophecies because he has his men out on the highways and byways and on the internet, that's sending out the message, sending out the warning that wars are coming. All right. And once again, the Lord is a man of war, so he best believe he has dealings in all these different conflicts that's going on around the world, man. All right. But I'm going to play a little bit of this video. All right, I'm going to stop it here and there, but he brings out some good information.
Personnel of the United States and the countries of the NATO alliance is fundamentally important to us, Lavrov said, adding that Russia will not allow the United States and NATO to delay the process with endless discussions. The foreign minister comments follows the phone call between Russian President Vladimir Putin and his U.S. counterpart Joe Biden, where the two focused on the security guarantees talks set for early January 2022 amid simmering tensions over Ukraine. The security guarantees talks will be held in 3 formats: between Russia and the United States in Geneva on the 10th of January, followed by a Russian NATO Council meeting on the 12th of January and a Russia OSCE consultations on the 13th of January. So this is just some more latest news. Russia is laying out their case before the world. What they're saying, folks, if they don't get a written agreement, then all bets are off, and we can probably pretty much bet that that Russia will invade Ukraine. And if NATO gets involved, then it could be possibly a war between Russia and NATO. Now, if NATO stays out of the invasion, if NATO does not attack Russian troops, then this could be just a invasion, and that's all it would be. But if we get involved, if we send our fighter bombers, our F-35s, cruise missiles, if we start knocking down Russian airplanes, shooting them down, destroying tanks on the ground with Russians in them, then all bets are off, and you can probably predict that this will go nuclear very fast, because Russia knows that they only have...
Whoa. Okay. He just brought out a lot of information. I may run it back a little bit, but there's a little bit more I want to get. But dealing with this whole scenario, all right, because Russia basically wants Ukraine, okay, but NATO is offering to defend Ukraine, you know, which will be a direct conflict to Russia, which Russia, they're trying to get some, you know, they're basically trying to get their affairs in order, and they want to come to an agreement, so to speak. But the Lord has put the hooks into the jaws of Gog and Magog, as the scriptures say, and you know they're speaking loftily, man. They're like, we're tired of the endless, just you know, bullshit, man. Give us what we want. You know, NATO's trying to put sanctions on them, all right, and who you know, who basically controls NATO, man? All right, the United States. They're pretty much the spearhead. You know, like the scriptures say, you know, the scarlet, the horde that sat upon the scarlet colored beast. All right, the scarlet colored beast would be the NATO and the EU. Okay, and you know, once again, America deals with all these, man. They meddle in shit they have no business, man. Okay, let's grab that real quick, because it made me think of it. Because if we can look at history, the American military more than likely will not stay out of this. They won't allow Russia to just invade Ukraine and take over Ukraine, just like they won't allow China to just take over Taiwan. All right, they're meddling in shit that they have nothing to do with, and it's going to come to their demise. Let's grab this. I spelled it wrong. Here we go. This is Habakkuk chapter 2 and verse 5. It says, or actually verse 4, behold, his soul which is lifted up is not upright in him, but the just shall live by his faith. Right? Esau's soul is not lifted up. I mean, his you know, it's not upright in him. You know, he's lofty. Okay, he's haughty. You know, he's prideful. Okay, and he's perverse. He's profane. All right, the Lord created this devil to be the wicked. All right, and he's adverse to the order, the natural order of how things should be. You know, scripture say he opposes, you know, he opposes the Most High. He opposes what the Lord has created. He's trying to go around changing everything. And he has a God complex, right? Verse 5, it says, yeah, also because he transgressed by wine, his philosophies, okay, and his ways of living, which brings forth death. He is a proud man. See, he's proud. Neither keepeth at home, okay? So he doesn't just, you know, they're dealing with the affairs of America, but they're also dealing in a bunch of other different countries, man. And it's going to be to their demise. All right, and that pride, like the scripture says, pride goeth before destruction, and a haughty spirit before a fall. It says, who enlargeth his desire as hell, and is as death, and cannot be satisfied, but gathereth unto him all nations, and heapeth unto him all people. Right? You know, now the Russians, they're Edomites too, but they're on the other side of the spectrum. All right, which also shows that these people, you know, these damn Esau is divided against himself. You know, they're even about to go to war. So, you know, you have this on, you can hit that on multiple fronts. But, you know, I'm dealing with, you know, these damn American Edomites, man. Because, frankly, they're damn near the worst kind. You know, those and those little hats, man. You know? But Russia's pretty much getting sick of this shit. You know, they don't want America to be involved, but they're not about to back down and allow America to bully them. You know, the Lord has brought the pretty much the like the scriptures say, let the weak say I'm strong in Joel the 3rd chapter. These different countries that have been building up their nuclear missiles, their nuclear arsenal, they're no longer afraid of America because hey, they have the same weapons that the United States has. So the United States isn't going to be able to go around and just be that big bad bully anymore. All right. And Russia, if they link up with China and link up, with these other different countries, man, all right, it's going to be to America's demise. It's like when you back a motherfucker into a corner, man, they have no choice but to fight. And the Lord, best believe the Lord has everything to do with these things that are going on, man. So with this meeting they have going on, hey, Lord willing, they don't come to an agreement and it began, hey, Russia invades Ukraine and basically Esau being Esau, America can't keep at home like the scripture says right here. And he's going to meddle in that too. All right, to where it would be direct war. And they said what? It could go nuclear quickly. All right, I'm going to play that part again. Once again, it says, verse 5, yeah, also because he transgresses by wine, he is a proud man, neither keepeth at home, who enlargeth his desire as hell and is as death, and cannot be satisfied, but gathereth unto him all nations, and heapeth unto him all people. Right, so I just want to bring that up. And I also want to bring this out real quick, that the Lord, works on the minds of these kings. Proverbs chapter 21 and verse 1. The king's heart, all right, and that word heart goes to the Hebrew word lad, which means your mind. It says, so the king's heart or mind is in the hand of Yahweh. As the rivers of water, he turneth it whithersoever he will. So the Lord controls the minds of these kings, man. He's controlling the mind of Putin. He's controlling the mind of Biden, all right, to whether they have peace talks for now, which, hey, like scripture say, when they shall say peace and safety, then sudden destruction. So either way, World War III, there's no treaties they can sign. There's no agreements they can make that's going to basically offset World War III, man. It's going to happen. It's going to come, and it's coming quickly. But there's things that still need to be fulfilled before World War III, fully is in full motion, so to speak. Right? But let's go back and play that part again, man. Come on.
One chance with
It's a lot.
Russians in them, then all bets are off, and you can probably predict that this will go nuclear very fast because Russia knows that they only have one chance.
Right, that third world war, it's a lot. All right, the first two, and pretty much all the wars before that, like it says in Isaiah, I believe the 9th chapter, every battle of the warriors with confused noise and garments rolled in blood, but this shall be with burning and fuel of fire. All right, this war is going to be a nuclear war, man.
Of taking us out. So, this all really depends on the United States. Do we want a world war over Ukraine? Is Ukraine worth killing hundreds of millions of people around the world? You have to.
And not to say that this is what's going to cause World War III, but it's a front. It's one of the fronts. You even have the damn Israelis, all right, which the scriptures say in Jeremiah that the least of the flock shall draw them out. So it might not start with Russia and Ukraine. It might, and more than likely will start with Israel, all right, doing something with Iran. Which they say they don't need America's say so to speak. They don't need America's approval to attack Iran. So, there's multiple fronts where this could pop off, and it will pop off soon, man.
Ask yourself that, folks. Is Ukraine worth going to war over? Are we willing to spill American bloods and have our homeland attacked because our leaders want to defend Ukraine? Ukraine is not American soil.
Hey, but if it be the Lord's will, man. All right, the Lord doesn't care about you fucking Americans. All right, the Lord doesn't care about you Edomites. And the Lord, once again, is working on the minds of these damn kings, these different presidents and rulers, all right, to bring this about so that prophecy can be fulfilled. All right, because ultimately the Lord is doing this, and gathering these nations for Zion's sake, man, for the elect's sake, for Israel's sake, man. You know, you read that in Joel the 3rd chapter. So January 10th, and there's a lot going on right now, man. You know, you got some important dates coming up just within the next couple weeks, man. And the Lord is speeding everything up. Okay? All hell can break loose at any moment. You know, so stay girded up. I just want to bring this information out. Lord willing, it was edifying. I want to give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh Bashim El Shah Bashem, Rakak Radash. Double honors to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone who rule well. And peace, love, and salutations to the hopeful elect. Till next time, shalom.